1,000 days. 3 zeros. Whoa. Welcome back everyone to another video inside of my Better Than Adventure world. Today's episode is a little different. This is kind of like a half episode because to celebrate hitting 1,000 days, as you can see in the top left, I wanted to do a world tour. It's been a little bit since I did one of these, so I figured I'd make a world tour and showcase everything we did in 1,000 days. And I'm actually going to bring these guys along with me. This is Butter and Jelly. Butter and Jelly are going to be invited to come along with me as we tour my Better Than Adventure world. And I guess we should start with the first thing that I built. The first thing I built was this right here specifically. This is the cave home. This is my main base, and I built this back in episode 1. It looked a little different, but the premise is still the same. These 8 people here were the first people to comment and watch until the end of the first episode. So these are like the 8 OGs of the channel. I have a bunch of storage here. Going around, you can see that this cave home we've built actually goes all the way around to another entrance out here. Back when I started this Better Than Adventure world, it wasn't much different from Minecraft beta, and there was no diagonal logs, so I couldn't place a log like that, which is why you'll see on some of my older builds the logs are placed like this. That's how you can really tell which build is the oldest. You know what? Let's eat some cake to celebrate 1,000 days. Yum, yum. There we go. Did a little stampy there. We can go up here to where my bed is. I have some more storage and my valuables chest. I also have a ladder that leads up to here, which leads me to my Greek pantheon sort of base. As well as you can see, I have a rail system that goes out in that direction and also over that direction. And you'll see why in a little bit. Heading back down the rails, we can go to the second thing that I built in this world, and that was these 2 houses specifically. See, when I started my Better Than Adventure series in 2022, it had only been a couple of months since Technoblade passed, and Technoblade was a huge inspiration to many of us, so I wanted to commemorate him in my world with a pink house. This is a pink village house specifically for Technoblade, and it has a great view of the ocean over here. Along with that, in the same episode, I built a white village house for a more recent passing of Tinfoil Chef. Tinfoil Chef, or TFC, was a Hermitcraft member who unfortunately had passed away when I first built this, so I actually built this house to commemorate him, just like the Technoblade one. From these 2 houses, I expanded into a full village we can see in the photo mode here. Each of these villages has a sign on them commemorating them to a commenter that was frequently commenting on the old episodes. These are all the same design. They was kind of just copy-paste. I wasn't very good, but in the center of the village, you'll see this statue. This statue is surrounded by names of people who watch until the end of the early episodes again. In the back of the village here, you will see what I call the motels. Each of them have a bunch of beds, one downstairs, and then a bunch upstairs, and then one more layer with one more. These builds we'll go to later. Walking back in this direction, you can see my nether portal, which is also being held up by a similar statue to this one right here. Over here is the church of the village. This I built in a more recent episode than the rest of the village. It has an inside. It's supposed to be like a medieval church, but also a little bit modernized. Behind it, we have the clock tower, which can be seen from multiple areas. Up on the top of the hill is Luigi. Looks like it's getting dark, so I'm actually going to head back to my bed. As I do, you can see Mario on the other side over here. And you can see the 2023 sign, which I built during my 2023 recap for my channel. One thing about the cave base that I forgot to mention is my mine. It goes all the way down to where I get my diamonds, and right here is where I get my food. And going a little bit further down, we can see this is where I do all of my mining, like right here for example. That's where I get all the blocks for building. Right next to the cave base is my storage room. This is a very recent addition. I was running out of storage, so I just added a small storage room to the side of the cave base to store a bunch of materials. If we walk in this direction, we will go through the little castle wall that I've built for the village and out into the more open area of my world. The first thing you'll see here is the lighthouse. This is another old build. Oh, I thought I heard a creeper. No, don't hit the dog. This is why I don't walk my dogs with me most of the time. They have terrible AI in beta version of Minecraft. And walking down to behind the lighthouse, we can see that this is the Fallout base that I built. I'm still really proud of this one as well. Docked near the lighthouse is our trade ship. It even has the red flag of a trade ship. Over there is our Paper Mario house. And you can see more of the rail system that goes all the way around through here. My rail system is how I got the On the Rail achievement. You can see I've gotten most of the achievements of my world. The only ones I'm missing are these two, repairing armor and wearing it, as well as catching all the fireflies and putting them in a jar. Besides that, I have all of the achievements, including the original beta ones like On a Rail and When Pigs Fly. If we walk to the end of the dock, we can see our underwater portion of the rail system. It goes around and over there, and we'll check that out in a little bit. But right here, you can see the Going Merry, the windmill, the Stampy Longnose Face, the Cliff House, the Observatory, the Episode 10 sign. Uh-oh. Oh, no, 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 get out, get out. What's... No, 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 no. No, 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 get out of there. They are never going to leave that house again. I think we just lost Jelly. Butter is safe because he is in a little slab of air, but he won't be safe for much longer, so I should really get him to teleport. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Get out of there. Yeah, the Minecraft beta dog AI is so stupid that they just drown. Another thing we can see over here is the Steamboat Wheelie Boat. I'm really proud of that build as well. It's raining now, and rain is my arch enemy, so I'm gonna see if I can sleep it away. I cannot, because that is only a modern Minecraft feature, not a Minecraft beta feature. I hate rain. It ruins my bitrate, and it just looks ugly on video, but we kind of just have to wait through it. If you're wondering, what I play is a modded version of Minecraft beta 1.7.3 called Better Than Adventure. It's supposed to be like Minecraft reimagined, like what if it went in a different direction? So instead of going the adventure update direction, it went differently. Now, if we follow my path down here, we can be brought to our little bungalow, as well as we can see our school buses, our school, the modern house, our restaurant, our food truck, and hidden over here is our cozy little Japanese house. Oh yes, and also we have the towers. Those are lava cast towers. They are the tallest builds in my world. Most of these builds don't have interiors. The only ones that do are the bus, the schoolhouse, the restaurant, the food truck. The rest do not yet have interiors. Our clock tower doesn't have an interior either, and neither does the Fallout vault, so I do have an episode I could do on strictly interiors if you'd like me to. Going back in this direction, if we walk over here, we can end up over near the fisherman's hut. We go down the cliff here. We end up at the fisherman's hut. We have fortifications around the fisherman's hut. And if we walk down here, we have another dock, which leads us to the Ark and our submarine. If you can't tell, I'm a pretty big fan of building things underwater. It's hard to do, but it looks really cool in Minecraft beta. This is the submarine. I can sit and I can pilot it. We can see through the windows here, and our dog won't drown here. Now to exit that spot, over there is our beach house and our little beachfront property. And heading back up over here, let's go explain that. Heading over to behind the motels, I can tell you guys what these are. This first one here is the hospital. This one does have a proper interior with proper little hospital bedrooms. Next to it is the firehouse. This one does not yet have an interior. And over here is the police house, which also does not yet have a proper interior, but it does have a cool helicopter. While it's on my mind, I'm actually going to check out the statistics for the world for the first time ever. Minutes played, 6.08 days. Distance walked, 710 kilometers. Distance by minecart, 38.97 kilometers. Distance by pig, 173 meters. That's 173 blocks. Wow. Look at the amount of jumps we have in this world. 119,000. But we actually only have one death. 1,000 days and one death. I'm actually pretty proud of that. Yeah, these stats are really something to take in. Let's check out blocks. So stone, I have 3,600 mined. Okay, so if we go like this, I'm guessing this is place and this is mine, because it kind of makes sense. 15,551 white wood placed. Yeah, these stats are really something to take in. What about items? Not a lot of broken stuff, but man, look at the diamond shovel and the diamond axe broken. 10 and 10, and then 7 pickaxes. Those are definitely some crazy stats. I wanted to save them for episode 50, but I thought they were perfect for showcasing 1,000 days. Now we can head over to a new area in the world. This is the Western town. It's gonna be turned into a mixed sort of dimensional town where it's going to have Western, then we'll have like solar punk, cyberpunk, and just a bunch of different genres mixed in, but I want to build up the Western part a little bit more first. This is the saloon we built recently. It has a full interior that is fully decorated, and then this is the bank. The bank sort of has an interior. It's not much of one. I wasn't really sure what a Western bank looks like. The sheriff's department is also decorated. And fun fact, I actually made a little way for the prisoner of the sheriff's department to escape. Check this out. I'm a prisoner right now, but then all I need to do is go through here and I've escaped. So now that I've gotten the chance to showcase most of the stuff that I've built, I can actually ride our little rail system and show you guys some more. If we ride our rail system up here and we go in here, we're introduced to the sign garden. The sign garden has thousands of names in it at this point. All throughout the episodes, after about episode 3, I moved into a sign garden, and you can see there's tons of names here alone. But then if we go down, we have another layer also full of tons of names, and then we go down again and we have one more layer down here, which is the newest layer, and we're already starting to fill this one up as well. Now we can continue riding this rail system. Then we go through here, it goes through a tree. Now that the rail system has brought me over here, I can actually see our food truck better, as well as the restaurant, the modern house, the towers, and the schoolhouse. Our dog keeps taking damage. Look at this. His tail is pointing all the way downwards again. He's just gonna eat up all of my food. And he run... We just lost Jelly. Well, rest in peace, Butter and Jelly. I'm gonna drop down here and I'm going to make a little cross for these guys because can't believe they died that quick. This one is for both of them. They were both amazing pets. No, they weren't. And I will miss them. My rail system is a little complicated because sometimes I forget to flick certain levers. But now we can actually go underwater. So follow me as we go under the sea. If we follow the minecart system underwater, we can go to this area and we can be led to Sandy's Dome. Sandy's Dome is very small and there's not much here, but I wanted to build it underwater, so I built it. It took a lot longer than you would think. It's not in the correct order, but next to Sandy's Dome is SpongeBob's house right here, and then next to Sandy's Dome on the right side is Patrick's house, and finally we have Squidward's house. Navigating the water is so slow in beta. Look at my health. Ugh, that was close. If we actually continue to follow the rail system this direction, we will see another build. Look at this. The water sort of is like separated. I really like that. Now we are at the steel factory. This is a small little factory I built farther away. My plan is to make this area a sort of industrial area, not in the literal sense, but in the building sense. And while I'm here, you guys can see another boat just chilling in the water right there. It is getting dark, so I'm actually going to see if we can head back. Alright, I just slept and we are back, and because we are back, I'm thinking we should actually take the opposite direction of the rail system just to show that side off as well. Yes, and over here is where my mob farm is going to be. Yes, 1,000 days in this world and I have yet to build a mob farm. I'm great at this game. Riding the railway this way. Ooh, that was a tongue twister. And we can actually go by the Mario house once again, and now we're back into the underwater section. Then we go back around this direction, and sometimes my rails can just loop around until we head right back over to where we started. And that's going to be it for this episode. I know it's not a lot for 1,000 days, but I like to take things slow, and I like to usually go very small with my builds since I don't have a lot of time to play Minecraft. Thank you all so much for watching. Comment dedication in the comments below because you made it all the way to the end of the world tour. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.